How's it going, everybody? It's me, Justin, aka Good Will Hunter, and I'm back with a package video. I got a couple of packages to get through, and I figured why not document it so that I can put it all away and go and spend more money somewhere else. But we got our beer. It's a Miller, and we got our knife. So let's open this here package. Comes all the way from RetroRewinder, aka Trevor. And Trevor actually came into possession of a couple of these, and you knew that I wanted one because I had told Josh, aka JCAU99, and I, for the life of me, just could not get a hold of one of these. So, and how vague that is, you probably already know what it is. But, I guess there's really no easy way to do this, so let's just speed it up. Okay, it's all open. I think he said he was going to send some extras, so let's open it up and see what we find. Alright, so extras. What are extras? Looks like we've got Prometheus on Blu-ray. You must know me too well, Trevor. I love the Aliens franchise. Unfortunately, I already have this on Blu-ray, but thank you again. I will find a good home for that. Ooh, what is this? Celebrate Express notepad for Super Mario. It's one of those spiky shell Koopa, right? Is that what it's called? A Koopa? Ooh, here we go. Atari's Pac-Man in the box. That's, oh wow. And it's a not for resale one too. Wow, that's a trip. Let's see if we can open it a little bit. See how well of a condition it is. Yeah, all these old Atari games, they always get like this like moisture rot to the glue, that like the adhesive, I think it like breaks down. But yeah, it comes with you got like a little brochure, the manual. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you. I don't think I have very many Atari 2600 boxed games, so pretty cool. Thank you very much. I don't know why you wouldn't have kept on to this, but whatever. It's Atari 2600 Pac-Man, probably one of the worst system selling games that everyone had to have. Sweet. Missile Command. Another look at that box art. That's just some trippy shit. Whoever originally did it, oh, it gets us some label damage, but whatever. This stuff is really old. Special feature: this game program contains additional versions for young children. Ooh, right there. Probably won't focus, but you can read it. You can read if you want to. You can leave your past behind. But if you wear pants, then don't do this dance because you probably spill some wine. Yep, it's in there. Manuals and all that. Cool. Gotta have Missile Command. This, I think, is this a Mighty Max? If anyone's out there and remembers Mighty Max. Yep. Mighty Max. So you got this. He actually had a TV show, and for whatever reason, it wasn't really that great. He had like a special hat, and you could like make portals, and he was always going on adventures with a talking sage owl of sorts. So that's cool. Never really had any Mighty Max. I know he came out with a game. Looks like they have another one. It's like some sort of gorilla thing. And again, this one comes with, whoop, booby traps, pirate treasures. That's pretty cool. Rawr. So we got two little Mighty Max handheld pocket thingamajiggers. Copy of Horsies. Probably can't see that. Focus. Well, it's on the GBA, so whatever. It's Horsies with a Z. Toy Story. What is this? You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Mr. Randy Newman, folks. You've Got a Friend in Me, the duet, and You've Got a Friend in Me, performed by Randy Newman. Wow, I know where this is going, right into Teddy Ruxpin. So we'll put that over there. We got another one. Oh, we got Cat Z. Wrestling. TLC, tables, ladders, chairs. From the WWF, WWE, what do they call themselves now? I'm not really into wrestling anymore. I used to be growing up back in early 90s, you know. And they had the Undertaker. Well, I mean, he's still around. I guess he just recently retired. Ultimate Warrior, you know, all that. A Kid in King Arthur's Court. Music composed. Soundtrack. Holy shit. I remember this movie. And it was pretty bad. It was about like the same time that other movie. It was like Rookie of the Year. And then there was one about the Milwaukee Twins where the kid like owned it or something. It was weird. It was like all these kids and like baseball, like The Sandlot. It was all based around like baseball. Yeah, I don't really care about a kid in King Arthur's Court. He can go fuck himself. And that seems to be. This is. I think this is just packing material. All right, so here's the bulk of the thing that you probably have already guessed. If not, then you're probably living under a rock, folks. Ta-da! Finally got an NES Classic Edition. Thank you, Trevor. You are like the fucking god. You're like the 11th hour god. I don't know how you came across as many as you did, but you did. And thank you for being a true friend. So now I have both the Famicom and this one. So I just really want it. I'm not going to hack it. I'm going to keep it stock. I just really like it. It's cool, you know. It sucks that they discontinued it, and it sucks that people weren't able to get it that actually wanted it. And I know there's rumors that one of the reasons why they discontinued it is because they're going to come out with a Super Nintendo one, and they need the production line, so they need to probably retool it to be able to create the Super Nintendo version. I know there's other they maybe wanted to build more switches, so they needed the assembly lines, productions. There's so many speculation. Really, there is really no good reason why they stopped it. They could have even moved it and just did it at a slower pace, but still people would, you know, still be able to get them. But it turned into a friggin' fiasco where it was all scalpers that were able to get it. So it's unfortunate, but you know, in this hobby, you know, it's limited run games, same thing. Those tend to go pretty quickly. Here we go. I got a package all the way from Japan. Land of, what do they call it? The Rising Sun? That's not China, right? It's China? What do they call China? Does anyone know what they call China? What's their motto? I don't even know if they have a motto. Assuming they do, what would it be? One day we will own you. And this I got from Hit Japan. They did a really good job of packing it. So, really, really good job. But and it was reasonably priced. I paid $50 free shipping to get, essentially, you'll see in a second, just you know, a piece to go with something else that I have. Okay, so I literally paid $50 for the box for the disc system. It's just cardboard and styrofoam. That's it. Goes in there. Disc system. That's it. There's nothing else to see. It's a box. I paid $50 for a box, but it's in actually really good condition. Because I don't need the disc system anymore. I have the Sharp Twin Famicom, and I also have, there's a little dongle that kind of takes the place of the disc drive. So mine's working, but again, it's kind of a pain in the ass to have this, you know, out all the time. It takes up a lot of space, but really good condition. So happy to have that. Now I can display, whoops, I just knocked it over. I can display my Famicom disk system and never have to use it ever again. And the last thing, if you follow me on my Instagram, you probably saw that I posted this a while ago. I really had no I know that I wanted it, but I didn't want it. But the more I thought about it, when I did find it, it was at a really good price, and I decided I would jump on it because I just don't see these around, and especially coming from China and in its original box with everything, I had to have it. So I picked up one of the N64 IQs. The IQ is the N64 that was released only in China, as Nintendo's way of trying to get into the market over there. They're very, very, very competitive, and I believe that there's some sort of laws that China has when it comes to like systems like this. Like they have to be fair competition, so you can't just release, you know, something like from Japan. You'd have to have something that was like made in China. So I think these were made in China, manufactured in China, or final assembly in China. But as you can see, it's got everything. Comes with a nice like little instruction manual. It comes with Dr. Mario on the N64, I believe. This is just the manual. Again, I think it's preloaded already on it. I haven't really messed around with it because this thing runs off of 220. So you have to have a step-up converter, which I do have, and I have plugged it in, but my TV only accepts, you know, component as far as plugs and HDMI. So because this is RCA, I had to use, well, I could still plug it in, and you could still see the picture. It was in black and white. And that was about as far as I got into it. Comes with the AV AC adapter, and then the unit itself. And it's actually a really high quality. I'm very impressed. It feels very nice, you know? It's very responsive. I mean, this thing is brand spanking new. I believe this is where you would go to the kiosk to get new games put on. And that's where your AV would be plugged into. And, oh, I forgot to say, the AV also has a plug to plug the AC adapter into, so it's one of those weird contraptions. But as you can see, it's got Z and the left and right. It's got a start button, the power button, a D-pad. The D-pad's actually pretty good. It's a weird shape. It's not really a D-pad, it's more of a like a cloud, I guess. But yeah, it's really high quality. I like the matte finish it's got on it. It's like glossy. Oh, it's really sexy. So I paid $160 for it, and I remember seeing these on eBay. They're probably still up there. I'm sure this must have not sold that well because I saw a lot of them. I bought one of the last ones that they had, but they did have a service. I want to say a couple years ago. When you bought one of these, you could have them preload one of the games from the kiosk on it. So that would have been kind of cool, but unfortunately, all I got was Dr. Mario. But that's, you know, it's okay, whatever. It's a game, at least I can test it out. And who knows, maybe in the future they'll have some way of getting other games on it. But, you know, whatever. This is going to be the conclusion, I guess we should say, to this video. Leave a comment below if you saw something you liked, or if you just want to comment in general. Leave a thumbs up. It doesn't help me out at all, but it helps me know that people either like it or don't like it. So, anywho, make sure to stay tuned for your locally scheduled thrifting video, I'm sure. I'll have more in the future. It's been kind of dry. I'm not sure if it's just, you know, the summer's coming around, people are doing yard sales, and people aren't really donating that much. But I do find stuff now and again. So, anywho, this is G00DwillHUNT3R. Peace. Peace? It's kind of hard when it's filming it upside down.